Strategy for life is a thing. It's a real thing. That's what we're going to talk about this morning. We're going to talk about and impart in you this whole thing about what you hear so many times when you were a kid. What you want to be when you grow up? How about that? What do you want to be when you grow up? Well, most of us on this morning manna, we grown. So what is your strategy for life? You're not done yet. Life isn't over yet. We are not taking you to the graveyard at all. If you're still living, there should be a strategy for your living. There should be a strategy for life. Therefore, strategy is a thing. It is a real thing. And that's what we're going to deal with on this morning. I'm going to greet some folk and get right into the word on this morning. Already know that. Good morning, Erica. How are you? Good morning, Ella. How are you? Vanessa, how are you? Angelica, how are you? Elder Mobley. Good morning, Brenda. How are you on this morning? Good morning, Verena. How are you? Just want to ask the question. Do you have a strategy for life? It's a real thing. It's a real thing. And I want to ask that question. I want to raise that question. What's your strategy? Many times we feel like, okay, I'm in my 30s, I'm in my 40s, and certainly if I'm in my 50s or 60s, you know what? I'm on glide. I'm good. All is well. No, I'm raising the question this morning. What's your strategy? What are the outcomes that are you looking for your life? It's going to be a two-part thing. Today I'm dealing with that. Tomorrow I'm going to be adding to it even more. Let me greet some more people and then we're going to get into the manna this morning. Good morning, Yvonne. How are you? What's your strategy for life? What is your strategy for life? Jewel, how are you? Peggy, how are you? What is your strategy for life? Brother Pope, how are you this morning? What's your strategy for life? Elder Jan, how are you? What is your strategy for life? Francine, how are you on this morning? I'm raising that question this morning because I want to know. I want to know, Liz, what is your strategy for life? Now, I'm not talking about just what you're going to do today. No, I'm talking about what are the outcomes that are you looking for to come from your life? What are the fruits that you want someone to come and pick off of the tree of your life? The tree of your life, and find out. It's a thing. It's a thing. It's a real thing. Read a couple of more people, and then we're going to get right into the word. Good morning, Jacqueline. How are you on this morning? Ori, how are you on this morning? I want to know this morning the real thing, and that is the outcomes, the fruit, the strategy that you have for your life, for your living on this morning. It's the text, to talk, to take away, 5 minutes or less. Let's jump right into it. Here we go. Genesis 25:29. Genesis 25:29 and following. You already know, many of you already know this text. This is the text when Jacob and Esau gather around the table and Esau is hungry. When Jacob was cooking some stew, Esau came in, been out hunting, doing what he does, said to Jacob, I'm famished. Give me some of that bread stew. Bro, I'm about to double over because my stomach is so empty. I got to have something to eat right now. You know the story. What did Jacob do? Jacob had a strategy. Jacob said, you know what? I got a strategy, man. I wasn't able to beat you out of the womb to be the eldest and therefore get the birthright. But guess what? I've been hanging out in this kitchen and I put these pots together and I put my foot in that stew. And you can have some. But this is what I need you to do. I need you to give me your birthright. Will you accept them? Just pot. I got it right here. Just a little bowl. You want some? And Esau did not have a strategy for life. He did. So what did he do? Gave it up. 3 things I want you to grab a hold of here that you can learn from Esau and build and write and put together your strategy for life. The first thing is that Esau was imprisoned by the present. He was imprisoned by the present. Put it in the chat area so others can grab it. He was imprisoned by the present. He was in a present state of mind. He was in a present state of mind. His past had got him there because he'd been out hunting, doing what he does, came in, doubled over because he was so hungry, and that caused him to be a prisoner for and in the present. You can't just live in the present. You cannot. You really can't. Second thing speaks to that because he had no input for his future. He had no input for his future. Should have been thinking about what's tomorrow, what's next week, what does next month look like, what's going to happen when dad dies, when mom dies, and I got this birthright, and everything is going to be coming my way. No, he was in prison, a prisoner of his present. He had no input for his future. Here's the third thing: he was overwhelmed by a pot of stew. He was overwhelmed by a pot of stew. Now, I know you're saying, that lentil, it wasn't all that red stew. But you know what? There's been a whole lot of pot of stews that caught a whole lot of us. You already know. I'm right about it all day, in particular in this morning manna. You know that there have been pots of stew that have brought you into a place that caused you to not have input for your future and a prisoner of your present. Yeah, he was overwhelmed by a pot of red stew. What's your takeaway this morning? What's your takeaway this morning? What's your strategy for life? We're going to have more answers for you on tomorrow when we connect to it and give you a trailer for the message that we're going to minister on Sunday. If this bless you, bless somebody else. Don't keep it to yourself. Share it. I'll see you tomorrow morning with more. God bless you.